to finding information quickly applies to many areas of our life. And today, we're just going to talk about using an example in Evernote. But what we talk about here, we can apply to almost any technology that we're using. So stand by for this very quick and easy to follow logic that comes behind leveraging that search engine built into most applications. We're going to use Evernote today as an example of how to find information, but you can apply this to any type of application that uses a computer. You see, the search engine is absolutely critical to finding information, but because we create different habits over the course of time. For example, you could put a piece of paper in a file folder today and mark that folder vacation plans. And in a year from now, you may remember that bit of information as my trip to the Grand Canyon. So would it be filed in a folder called Grand Canyon or vacation plans? And so we typically think of things in that way, right? How do we find information quickly? And honestly, a lot of times we're just looking through that filing cabinet at those folder names. So how do we do that electronically? So when we do that electronically, what we're going to want to do is set up some sort of key phrases. And within most applications, you'll have this feature called tags. And I'm just going to show you here. Let's go ahead and flip down to help me. So here, I may look at this tag and say, okay, help me is something that I would remember. But over the years, I've converted over to how with a to, because help me is easy to, when you use a search engine, it could come up with anything if I search for help me. In fact, we'll show that to you in a minute. But if I use how to, it's going to pick up just that information. And because it's how with a numeric too, it's very unique. So the first thing to accomplish here is create a unique identifier that is consistent over the course of time. Now, for me, for many years, as you can see, this note is from 2014. I just settled in on how with a to. And for me, I used a numeric value behind a lot of my search values because it makes it very unique. So let's see here. We have 13 notes if we just search for how to under the tag help me and also under the tag how to. And notice here inside of these tags, I can just create a new tag if I want, or I can just hit that plus sign and type in the new tag in Evernote. So it's very, very simple. But let's do an experiment here real quick before we end. And let's just type in how to, and I'm going to search within Evernote. I'm going to search all of my notebooks. So I'm going to hit how to. Now it's going to search through now. Interesting enough, to the point that we made in the beginning, I'm thinking, well, if I went back to the paper days, this would be a folder I would have created called help me, right? Help space me. But instead, over the years, you can see this is from 2018, I used this how to more consistently. Notice here I have 259 notes. And if we look at the different folders, how to shared, this one just ended up in unfiled, how to shared, and we can see different areas where I put how to private, archive, right? So you can see here over the years, I've used HPE archive. So here I've used different folders within my system, but they all use the how to, right? So here, for example, this one is in my car, boat, tractor, looks like for a wire loop. So lots of very interesting things here. The key takeaway here is when you're searching for information, when you're trying to find data, have something that's consistent, something that you will remember over the years that you will remember. So let's say oldest. So the oldest here is, and it'll take just a minute here to load those 259, but get some term that you're going to use all of the time. And I guarantee you'll be able to find information much more efficiently. And here it's just for some reason taking forever. Oldest, here we go, 2012. So I thought it would be older than that, but 2012, almost 10 years ago. So lots of interesting information here. Use the search capabilities found within your application to find information more efficiently.